This is the Marvel Legends series from the Doctor Strange movie, Doctor Strange Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Astral form or Astral form variant of the Doctor Strange figure. And here it is. The figure is part of a Build-A-Figure wave that you collect to form parts to form Dormammu. Here's the rest of the assortment. Here's the packaging with some nice little artwork. I actually like this one version, this rendition. It's like an ice sculpture. I kind of like that more than this one, but yeah, I think this should be how it is, because this one looks like an ice statue. And here's the rest of the assortment. I picked up the entire wave at Kramer Toy Warden. Now this figure, the Astral form version, comes with the head of Dormammu. Okay, I'll put this figure off to the side for now. This is the regular version, and essentially it's the exact same figure that they just remolded the plastic into he's standing on his own. There's no, he can stand on one foot. That's the beauty of this mold. It's the exact same figure without the cape. They got the Eye of Agamotto, is that it? The medallion. It's exactly just the same figure. They just molded it in this pearlesque type of lilac. It's coming out as pinkish or purplish pink on the screen, but it's actually much lighter. It's actually white with a shade of rosy pink on it. It has that flake glimmer on it. It really looks like a nice shiny figure, nice shiny semi-translucent figure. I don't know if that's the effect they were going for, but it sort of works as an Astral figure. I was kind of hoping they'd just make a transparent figure, like an Iceman figure, or that Vision figure, but it looks pretty solid instead of translucent. It looks more solid than translucent. As you can see my hand through the cape. It is translucent, okay, but the whole figure, because of the density, kind of looks very, very solid rather than translucent. So it's got the same articulation, it's got the same features. The only difference is they've given it just the open hands and not the clenched fists, the semi-clenched fists. There's hardly any paint apps on the figure, except for the eyes, those eerie looking eyes. I thought it was light piping or something like that, but it's not. If you're going through several on the pegs, which I'm sure you'll be able to do so, because I think this is going to be a peg warmer. I'll talk about that in a while, but look at the eyes, the way they're painted. Make sure they're evenly painted, just like how Iceman's eyes were painted. Make sure they're dead center of the eyes, that white. That's the only paint apps to worry about, but everything else seems okay. So why do I think it's going to be a peg warmer? I don't think it's a necessary figure to have if you already have this. It's a nice figure to have for Doctor Strange enthusiasts, for completists. It would be nice to have an Astral form of Doctor Strange in your diorama or in display or in your shelf or whatever. But it's not necessary, and I'm sure he's going to be passed up by a lot of collectors when they're picking through several on the shelves. Definitely the women are going to be picked up. This guy, Iron Fist, looks pretty cool, but these two, I think they're going to pass up on the Voodoo and this one, because the Book of Vishanti, a lot of the collectors split that whole case and they sold off a lot of the pieces just to get the magic figure. But the Mordo, this one, and this one, I think are going to be the peg warmers. The Doctor Strange figures, the women and the Iron Fist are the ones going to be picked up. And that's my projection, my forecast. Now, having said that, it's a great figure. I think it's a great mold. It's a great version of the mold, and I'm actually happy with it. This one got a 9 out of 10. This one's still gonna it's probably get an 8 out of 10. I wish they could have put the cape on it or whatever, but 8 out of 10 for me. My thing is, I understand what Hasbro is trying to do. They're trying to milk their molds. They're trying to get as much money out of them. But just for the fans, just to give the fans something to work with, something to be excited about. I wish they could have given this guy the bad guy. They could have, instead of having the Astral figure, they could have put the bad guy, the one that was, I forgot the name, the one that's played by Mads Mikkelsen, or at least the ancient one, the one that's played by Tilda Swinton. character, Tilda Swinton's character, the ancient one. That would have been great. I would have picked that one up over this one. So there could have been other characters. I don't know if they're doing a wave 2 of the of this Doctor Strange figures. They might. I'm guessing they're planning on doing that. They might re-release Doctor Strange figures with, and this time around they'll have magic with it. They'll re-release the astral form of the comic book version Doctor Strange, and the Build-A-Figure could be something else. Could be that whole whatever, that alien, mystical alien thing, whatever, the tentacles and whatnot, or Cthulhu for whatever reason. I don't know, but I'm guessing the reason they didn't put the ancient one and the villain in the movies because they're doing another wave, which I think is unlikely. I could be wrong, but I'm hoping I'm wrong, because I would love an ancient one. I would love that villain, and I would love a re-release of the magic figure. I mean, wow. That would bring down the whole the value of that Book of Ashanti set if they re-release that magic character, and then she's gonna sell like Deadpool. Okay, so that's my thoughts. It's not a necessary figure, but it's definitely a nice looking figure to have, especially if you already have this figure. You could just oh, what happened? Yeah, okay. If you have this figure and then you have him there, I mean, it looks great. It's a nice diorama. It's a nice effect on your shelf. But other than that, if you're not really into Doctor Strange, I think this is the one to pick up more than this one. So there you go, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this little video review. This has been the Marvel Legends series from the Doctor Strange movie, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the astral form of Doctor Strange. Thanks for watching.